what's going on? My name is TwoFZeroT. That stands for 2 fingers, 0 toes. And I am a bilateral, below elbow, below knee, congenital amputee. Meaning that I was born with arms and legs that didn't fully develop. My goal for this channel is to inform and educate others about people with different abilities, to show that a lot of us can do everything that we want to do, and to provide some tips, tricks, and technologies that I leverage in my daily life to enable my success. I also want to showcase some new technologies that I want to see how accessible they are. And one of the most accessible companies is Apple, in the devices that they've released over time, from the iPhone to the Apple Watch and now to the Vision Pro. And I can't be more excited to unbox it and to share my first impressions, as well as how accessible it really is for someone like myself. One of the things that really intrigued me about the Vision Pro was that it doesn't rely upon controllers, which, when you only have one finger on each hand, it makes it difficult to hold a controller and push the buttons. So the fact that the Vision Pro has eye control and gesture control was really interesting to me. And while this is a completely new technology, the iPhone and the Apple Watch have been integral to what I do, and I am really looking forward to the future of spatial computing. So without further ado, let's cue up some music and let's get this thing unboxed. Wow, this is gorgeous. This really, really is gorgeous. It kind of reminds me of Daft Punk, R.I.P. But yeah, this is exactly the kind of machining and attention to detail and quality that you'd only expect from Apple. This is absolutely gorgeous. Also has some weight to it. Now that we've got it opened and we're looking at it, from an accessibility standpoint, I want to really do a couple things. I want to see, if I can put it on. As you can see, I've got a pretty big head. So I want to see if the sizing that I did on Apple's website really worked. And this is something that can fit me, and that, given my limitations, I can put it on. The second thing is, once I get it booted up, can I actually get it set up? Because I do know that it requires the Vision Pro to analyze your hands, which obviously I don't have traditional hands and fingers. So I don't know if it will be able to process what I have, or if I'll need to contact Apple, or if I will need to try to see if I can get into the accessibility settings otherwise. So here we go.
Click the digital crown for voice.
Okay, so it's on, and it actually fits really well, and it's not too heavy. It wants me to triple tap the digital crown to get it set up, and given what I have in my limbs, I can easily press this. 1, 2, 3. All right, so now it wants me to look at my hands to set it up, and I'm gonna look at my hands, and it doesn't recognize them. So I'm going to click the top button to go to my accessibility options. I don't know what to do here. There we go. Sorry. I have to triple click the top button, not the crown. for accessibility options.
Accessibility. Accessibility features adapt your Apple Vision Pro to you. You can turn them on to help with setup and customize them in settings. Turn digital crown to scroll. Press digital crown. Close. Recommended. With motor. Motor. Index finger. Dwell control. Off.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn on
On.
dwell control. I can skip the hand setup, which is cool. Now that I've turned on dwell mode, let's go through the eye setup now. All right, eye setup is complete. Now we're going to set up our persona. Let's see how that goes. And because you have to hold it in front of you and my arms are a little bit shorter, I'm going to use the Vision Pro box to kind of hold on to it.
Slowly turn your head to the right. Adjust your head by tilting it slightly down. Move Vision Pro down a little. Bring Vision Pro closer. If you're having trouble, put Vision Pro back on and follow the instructions to continue. Now, slowly turn your head to the left. Now, tilt your head up. Then tilt your head down. Next, let's capture your facial expressions. Smile with your mouth closed. Make sure your hands are away from your face and neck to continue. Then make a big smile with your teeth showing. Now raise your eyebrows. Close your eyes for a moment. Capture complete. Put Vision Pro back on to continue.
It was a little bit of an ordeal, but we got it. We got the Vision Pro persona created, and then I will, of course, share what it looks like, so I'm sure it's going to look crazy. All right. And here's the persona that we created, and I'm actually pretty impressed. It looks like me, albeit with some fuzzy corners. I've been told it looks like I have some kind of filter applied to me. It obviously registered that I'm bald. It got my salt and peppered beard, which is pretty cool. And one thing that I actually like is that it kind of made my eyes even. I don't know if you noticed in some of the earlier parts of the video where my right eye is closed a little bit more than my left one. It's a little bit lazy. It doesn't move as well. That's something that I'm a little self-conscious of, but I'm really happy to see that the persona kind of neutralized that. Not to say that I don't accept myself for who I am, but it's cool to see that it can take care of some of those things. There are still a couple little like blemishes on my face, which I'm actually really impressed the camera caught. So overall, I'm pretty happy. I think it's definitely more realistic than a me from the Nintendo systems or an Xbox or Meta avatar. So it's pretty cool, but it obviously still looks virtual. So it's not like you're really going to be hiding it from anybody. I have been on FaceTime with a couple people who has said it looks like I have a filter on me, which is kind of funny. Wow. Yeah, it really does capture the different things you're doing. And wow, even going back to what I was referring to earlier with the lazy eye, even when I open my eyes, it does track that one eye is opening more than the other. I can wink. Wow, that's really cool. Oh, it didn't like that though. So what I'm finding is that the dwell control is cool because I can point and select things. But the problem is that I can't scroll as yet. So I need to figure that out still. So we're going to take a little bit of a Vision Pro break for right now. I need to figure out how to scroll because that's definitely going to impact my usability of it. But so far I'm very impressed. The environments are super immersive. The overall user interface is really, really cool. But I definitely need to do a little bit more digging in order to figure out how to better navigate these environments and utilize the windows that are on the screen. So definitely more to come.